Hello everybody and welcome back to the W12 Universe. My name is Jitch, this is Monday Night Raw. We are 6 days away from Night of Champions, unless I've gotten the calendar wrong somehow. This is the final episode of Raw before then, and we are kicking things off with a triple threat match. Somehow, some way, we have not resolved things between Edge and Jack Swagger, so once again they are facing each other tonight, but there has been a third participant confirmed for this match. And we have no idea who that's going to be just yet. Really becoming quite a strong fan favorite by the sounds of this reception. I don't know if maybe we're just in his hometown. I think we're in like Milwaukee if I'm not mistaken, which is definitely not his hometown. So I don't know. I don't know why he's getting such a strong reaction. Maybe they're just really starting to like Jack Swagger. Well, anyway, Swagger last week took a loss to Edge. Didn't resolve a thing, apparently. Swagger's still insistent he can beat Edge. He doesn't need him. He doesn't need to work with him. They don't need to be a tag team, and he doesn't feel that that proves that Edge is the leader of their team. I don't think that what these guys are realizing is that a tag team is supposed to be a union of two guys. There is no leader. But Edge insists that he's the leader too. Oh, hang on, what the? Nikki Bella.
Wait a moment. What's he doing out here?
What the hell? The crowd just falls silent. And there's Edge. Okay. Nikki Bella picking up a client of her own, maybe. I don't really know. I'll play as Edge. I want to keep his momentum up. What the hell is this? Oh no, I'm not supposed to play matches with like characters in them. Shit, whoops. Oh, I forgot. Well, Nikki Bella is actually scheduled for competition tonight. She's going to be going one-on-one with Kharma, the women's champion, who's preparing for a women's championship defense this Sunday against Michelle McCool. I'm very curious to see what she's doing, dragging Jetstar into this situation this ongoing situation between Edge and Swagger. I don't really know what business Jetstar has in these two. I mean, I know obviously he's in a tag team. Unless this is Nikki Bella's way of saying that she's endorsing the Disciples of Darkness. I mean, she doesn't quite fit the bill, but an alliance is an alliance, I guess. And speaking of alliance, we know these two. They can work as a team, proven right there. They just don't. 9 times out of 10.
I want to touch on something real quick, and that's the cunning.
They have exactly what it takes to be tag team champions, to be a great tag team. But unfortunately, that's just not happening. Speaking of the tag team champions, the new champions, the Rebellion, have been informed that they'll be defending their tag team championship this Sunday against the Celtic Cross. I guess we are getting a rematch after all, so they will be facing off against the Rebellion for the championships this Sunday at Night of Champions. It's going to be double duty for Sheamus. That's just what he's decided he wants to go through with. Oh no, Edge. Thinking that he was in a tag team match for a moment there, I think.
The thing about Jack Swagger and his approach to sports entertainment is he's deceivingly.
This was supposed to be about settling the score for Swagger and Edge and kind of helping them get along as a tag team. Well, hold up a second, Edge. What are you doing? You don't call him the ultimate opportunist for nothing, I guess. Swagger did not like that.
When you go up against Edge, you have to watch out for all of his tools.
Trying to assert his dominance as the tag team's leader, obviously, by throwing Swagger out of the ring and taking the pinfall, as that's what the leader would do. They would be the one that gets the pin, I guess. feel like Jetstar's just been kind of a pawn in the issues between these two now.
What a battle this has been. There's no disqualification, anything goes match.
This is a weird opportunity for Jetstar. I think this is actually his Raw debut. I don't think he's ever appeared on Raw before. To come along and face off against two former World Heavyweight Champions, it's a hell of a spotlight to put on a newcomer.
Episodic television show in history.
The fuck? Apparently I've got a private event according to a notification that just came up on the computer between between half an hour from now and what the fuck? What private event do I have on the 26th of March? Just date the video, whoops.
He breaks it up and we're still going. Good lord, what a match.
Kind of feeling bad for Jetstar here. It's like every now and then they kind of remember that they're a team and they work together.
Whoa, he's measuring.
Execution.
DDT from Edge.
Edge going in for the cover, and Swagger is of course gonna break it up because this is not a tag team match.
These athletes seem to have tried everything in their playbook.
Oh, there's more in their arsenal. I promise you that. I don't know what it is, but they'll find it. Oh, how much pain is that arm in? That whoa!
And he fights his way out.
There's a save. How close was that?
And the boot connects with the abdomen. Edge.
Wow, no damage.
Edge connected. Edge got all that one.
Watch it.
Edge just taking advantage of every opportunity. Can he score the pin?
There's a save. How close was that?
Jack Swagger is insistent he's going to get the job done. And out he goes again.
Edge is about to snap.
Edge just trying to tell Swagger to get the hell out of the way. Oh, well. I guess Edge is gonna... Yeah, I guess he's just decided he's gonna let them fight. We got a one-on-one match on our hands now as Edge is, I want to say walking away.
Oh man, he landed right on his neck from that German suplex.
Or not. Just gonna stand by at ringside and watch.
What a move! Oh my gosh, his neck and back and shoulders driven
Throws
right
Swagger into the corner. And once again, Edge, the opportunist, as he always is, just stealing Swagger's pin. This doesn't resolve anything between these two. I just feel bad for Jetstar. That's all that achieved. He just got thrown around and beaten by two former world champions. Tough spot. Swagger, already frustrated, walked away. Can't say I'm too surprised. Well, we haven't seen the last of Nikki Bella despite throwing Jetstar to the wolves. She's going to be in a match where she's pretty much throwing herself to the wolves. She's going to go one-on-one with Kharma up next. Well, as I said before, I don't really know what Nikki Bella was looking to achieve by throwing Jetstar out into that match, but she's got a match of her own now to focus on, I guess.
Approaching the ring from Scottsdale, Arizona, Nikki Bella.
So, facing off against the women's champion, this is a big opportunity for Nikki Bella to make a name for herself, make a real statement if she can. I just don't feel that she can. I mean, you know, Brie's really breaking out. She's just helped Maurice become the contender to the Divas Championship over on SmackDown. And I know it's not really fair to constantly compare the two, but at the same time, you can't help yourself. I've got to make a quick correction. I've been saying all episode long that we were right on the edge of Night of Champions. This was the last episode. As I kind of was half expecting to find out, I was wrong. This is now 2 weeks away from it. I thought so. Something didn't feel quite right every time I was saying it. I just kept thinking to myself, like, something's off here. So, not really surprised in a kind of a weird way. I'm quickly looking back over because I want to make sure I'm not making a mistake. Okay, I'm not. Good. I want to make sure I wasn't making a mistake by constantly talking about Brie going to SmackDown and then suddenly finding out that actually Brie didn't help Maurice at all. It was Nikki, but no, Brie's wearing camo in this, whereas Nikki's wearing just black. They didn't even make the match in this for some reason. That is not a very comforting sight. That weird smile thing she does, that's not what anybody wants to be facing down with when they're in the ring. As I say, the only thing I can really think of is Nikki is obviously noticing that Brie's gone off and she's doing her own thing, and you know, she's associated with a male competitor in Justin Gabriel as well as women's competitors, and Nikki's now trying to do the same thing here on Raw. It's just she's picked a very unfortunate time and space to throw a client into. She decided to get immediately in the middle of a rivalry / tag team. And I mean, the only match opportunity she's gotten is this. She's facing the women's champion herself. One of the most indestructible forces I think we're going to see.
Oh, a face buster.
Big move coming.
Silly neck breaker. Every so often we have talent exchanges here on Raw and SmackDown. Obviously the most recent one being Brie heading over to SmackDown, making a name for herself week in, week out. She's doing that little bit. I mean, she's not winning matches. She's not even competing, but she's becoming a part of SmackDown. Nikki Bella, on the other hand, has never really been a part of anything. She's trying to become a part of Raw. Featured in just under half the show. One way to do it, I guess. Still to come tonight, we've got a handicap match up next. Brock Lesnar set to face off against the Legacy, Randy Orton and Ted DiBiase, who appear to still be a tag team. They're going to face off against Brock Lesnar, who has agreed to take on this challenge. He says if he's going to have interference from Ted on the outside like he did last week on Raw, definitely Ted DiBiase, no one else. Then he might as well know where they both are at all times by making it a handicap. So Brock Lesnar has taken on the handicap. He is accepting this 2-on-1 situation, and he'll be facing them both next. In our main event tonight, though, the World Tag Team Champions, the Rebellion, set to team up with the #1 contender Batista for the World Heavyweight Championship. They're going to face off against the entire unit of the United Kingdom. It's going to be a very interesting matchup. Can't wait to see what happens as we see Sheamus, Drew McIntyre, and William Regal against Batista, CM Punk, and Kane. That's a big-time main event, if you ask me. And there are the ropes, indeed. Just in case you forgot. Nikki now trying to actually get a little bit of offense in. I think she's realizing that she's failing. There's not really a polite way to put it. I try to be as unbiased as I can, but, you know, unless Santino's in a match. But I think that's fair game. No one should really be believing in him. They only are because he's a loser. The moment he stops, no one cares. And look at that. Sit-out powerbomb. All she wrote. Kharma not even taking near enough a move in that match. Man, we're just going to stop that right there. Not going to watch her break character at all, as she is definitely prepared for Michelle McCool in just over, just under 2 weeks' time. It'll be interesting to see how things continue. Who will be in line maybe to face Michelle McCool next week, or what will continue to develop. Either way, I guess congrats for an easy win, Kharma, as we move on. Brock Lesnar taking on a handicap challenge next. Come back here on Raw, ready for this match. Handicap match. Brock Lesnar not afraid to take on both Ted and Randy. Feels he could beat them both 2-on-1.
The following handicap match is scheduled for one fall. Approaching the ring from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Weight 295 pounds.
I'm so curious to see how this one goes down. Brock Lesnar feels he could beat both Randy and Ted 2-on-1. A lot of people speculate that Randy Orton should be added to the United States Championship matchup. We've been told that that is not happening. We are going to go ahead with just a one-on-one between Brock Lesnar and Ted DiBiase at Night of Champions, but that Randy Orton will face the winner for the US title.
And the opponents, Randy Orton and the United States Champion, Ted DiBiase.
The legacy now, the combination of Randy Orton and Ted DiBiase. Cody Rhodes kind of kicked to the curb, removed from the scene. We haven't actually seen Cody Rhodes since SummerSlam, or the night after SummerSlam. He lost once again in that triple threat match. Both Ted and Cody, both Ted and Randy picking up victories over him. No one knows the state that Cody's in right now, but obviously dealing with the separation from his former tag team partners, I think, has probably been quite hard on Cody Rhodes, who is now flying completely solo. And as Brock Lesnar comes in, oh, hold up a second, what the hell is this? Well, Ted didn't want to get in the ring, but Randy immediately tagged him in.
Brock Lesnar is an animal that is obsessed with being a world champion.
This is an interesting establishment. Randy Orton, he just kind of said, well, I ain't doing this. We know that Randy's a strong believer in fighting your own battles, and that's something that now Ted DiBiase is going to have to do, as he's been tagged into this, taken all the way to the opposing corner.
Don't adjust your TV sets. You are watching the freak of nature.
These two will face off for the United States Championship at Night of Champions. You're getting a preview of that right now between these two. This is exactly what it's going to look like. He's going to wear that white attire and everything, I've been told. And Ted manages to escape a submission hold. He tries connecting with some strikes. He's got Lesnar on the ropes. Oh, and down.
Dangerous impact for the neck. And he's getting out of there. Would you look at the
And Ted taking a moment to tell the fans what's what. Nice missed drop kick there. Feeling a little bit cocky after he got a little bit of offense in on Brock Lesnar, and that very quickly comes back to bite Ted DiBiase in this situation, that's for sure.
There is nothing more destructive than the man-beast Brock Lesnar.
Oh, rake at the eyes.
These superstars looking for a victory, looking to build momentum.
Randy now saying he wants to tag in. Of course, as Brock Lesnar's been softened up. Randy defeated Brock Lesnar last week with a bit of help from Ted DiBiase. One of the only people I know that can beat Brock Lesnar. I mean, he's a hell of a fighter, this Randy Orton.
What is going through that demented mind of Randy Orton?
Oh my god.
We never know. And quite frankly,
Absolutely
once we
launched him.
find out,
And Randy, oh, very quick to get outside the ring. Brock Lesnar's growing a little bit impatient with this. Randy over to the corner and, oh, okay. Back in comes Ted, who clearly isn't too fond of being tagged in right now.
I think momentum's changed one more time.
This is a very odd matchup right now. I'm noticing that it's almost like they're screwing with each other.
Lesnar makes the cover.
Oh, okay. But Randy did nothing to help him, and Lesnar just kind of like, well, was that it? I guess it was. Randy did not have Ted's back at all in that match. Randy, no problem taking one for the L column with that loss, but Brock Lesnar with a victory over the United States Champion by pinfall. That's a preview of the United Champions if I ever saw one, where Randy will not be there to be tagged in, and it seems like Randy doesn't want to be tagged in, if you know what I'm saying. He doesn't seem to care very much about Ted DiBiase or his US Championship reign at all, if I had to guess. I think we've just gotten a look into what Randy Orton's intentions are coming after Night of Champions when all is said and done between Brock Lesnar and Ted DiBiase. Okay, let's get this show on the road. I'm ready. 6-man tag team match. The former World Tag Team Champions, Sheamus and McIntyre. The current World Heavyweight Champion, Sheamus, as well. Teaming up with William Regal. 6-man tag team action. They're going to go up against the team of Batista, CM Punk, and Kane. This is what you call a big main event. And something that I don't do very often, because 6-man tags can be real messy. Yeah, boy, the Rebellion, the new World Tag Team Champions, finally ending 224-day reign of Sheamus and Drew McIntyre. And this is about the only way that I can have Kane walk to the ring that doesn't get the video blocked for a few days whilst holding a championship. So thank goodness there's a pretty good entrance for them. I'll just have to make sure to never book Kane on his own. Maybe it's just the hardcore title, I don't know. It's just weird because I don't get it when he's not holding a title. Could always just change his title motion, I suppose. Just wear the belt. I don't know why I didn't think of that, actually. I guess because I don't feel like I should have to. It should just work, no problem. What a combination. What a team this is gonna be.
And their partner from Washington, D.C., weighing in 290 pounds, the Animal Batista.
You got all my favorites. Batista, CM Punk, Kane. I mean, Kane's definitely not like top 5. But Batista and Punk are. I do love Kane, I just don't like unmasked Kane as much. But I can't use masked Kane because he's in the game, but just like the older tires for Christian and Edge, he doesn't count as a usable character in universe or some garbage like that. It explained it. I just didn't like it, so I'm mad about it. Because I'm a wrestling fan and I have internet access, so I'm angry. Rah. Overall record for Batista coming into this match is 17-7. 10-2 this season. I'd say Batista has been on a bit of a roll. CM Punk comes into this one 12-21.
And their opponents, the World Heavyweight Champion, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus, Drew McIntyre, William Regal.
Yep, CM Punk, 12-21 himself, 4-5 this season. Finally winning the World Tag Team Championship. Things could finally be looking to turn around for CM Punk. I think so. Kane, 15-11, 5-3 this season. You know, it is what it is. The Rebellion, as a tag team, are currently 4-2 this season, with 4-2 in overall, 3-2 this season. The United Kingdom as a faction, I believe, have only ever really competed a few times, and they're 2-1. Let's hope that doesn't turn 2-2. They have got serious plans to dominate, and it'd be a real shame for some big boys in CM Punk to drag them down. I gotta say, they're definitely outmeasured, which isn't something that they deal with too often, I should imagine. But, you know, Raw is where the big boys play. We've got people like Kevin Nash, Sheamus, Kane. Obviously, I quote Kevin Nash that he had to be listed first. It's only fair. Brock Lesnar, to a lesser extent, Randy Orton, Batista. There's a lot of big deals here. This is the place you want to be if you're a big boy. Drew McIntyre, once an undefeated superstar, was the man who took the pin in last week's World Tag Team Championship match. The man responsible for the end of the reign as World Tag Team Champions, and it was that man that got tagged in, CM Punk, that pinned Drew McIntyre. What a moment that was. CM Punk turning around his losing ways and becoming a World Tag Team Champion. I think we're really onto something special now for him in the Rebellion. I'm hoping that he gets a nice good reign as tag team champion with Kane. Punk just trying to abide by the rules, but Regal coming in and grabbing him. This is going to be a very lengthy main event, one would have to assume. A 6-man tag team match. We've got 3 people. Time limit removed from this match, as obviously this would just end in a timeout. Definitely need more than 20 minutes for 6 people in one ring. In this kind of a matchup, at least. Maybe not like a battle royal. Something where people are constantly tagging out, though, and like everyone's getting a bit preserved. I think you definitely need longer than 20 minutes. At least half an hour.
And there's a tag. His partner doesn't have much left, and he might need to.
And here comes the World Heavyweight Champion. Definitely one of the hardest targets to be in the ring with. If I were CM Punk right now, this would be the time where I would look to get one of the bigger men in. I know that Punk wants to prove himself. That's all he's ever wanted to do since coming to Raw. He's just wanted to prove that he could go with the big guys, that he could be a World Heavyweight Champion. But I just don't think now's the time.
We're in the feeling out process here. Who's going to get the advantage and maintain control?
Good Lord, what impact from the double team.
Taking down a peg there.
The man who likes to tell the WWE Universe to just say no, maybe saying yes.
William Regal, on the other hand, I feel like is probably a dream opponent of CM Punk's. I think he's got a lot of respect for Regal's craft, just maybe not what Regal's currently up to. And obviously you can throw respect out the window when you're having a match like this.
That's one position you don't want to be in.
Regal, vicious and physical.
I'm noticing that there's a bit of segregation going on here. They've been very careful to keep CM Punk away from his tag team partners and to control him. You know, the United Kingdom, they're a solid unit, honestly. I think they're more solid than any other unit we've seen, and we've seen a lot of units. They don't show the signs of cracks that the Misfits did pretty much from the beginning. They definitely seem a little more stable than, say, the Nexus or the Legacy. I think we're really looking at some serious business when I look at the United Kingdom. I think we're in trouble, and I think that right now, actually, I take that back, because Regal just took Punk all the way over to his own corner. That is not what you aim to do in a tag team match. You cut the ring in half. And here comes the #1 contender for Sheamus's World Heavyweight Championship. A big, scary man. Fun fact, Sheamus and Batista respectively have both only taken 2 losses this season and a hell of a lot of wins. So they're actually very evenly matched when it comes to their upcoming World Heavyweight Championship match. Assuming I haven't just made a mistake, I'm pretty sure I remember just reading a moment ago that Batista has only taken 2 losses this season. But you know what? I'll double check it just to make sure. It also gives them some time to be in control, because I'm not an asshole. Or I try not to be. Yeah, he's 10-2 this season, whereas Sheamus, I believe, is a much larger number in the win column, but still only 2 in the losses. And to be fair, in Sheamus's defense, one of those losses wasn't even a direct loss. I mean, same for Batista, actually, thinking on it, so I'll shut my mouth there. Yeah, Sheamus is 12-2. So, as I say, they're pretty evenly matched. This upcoming match at Night of Champions, there's a reason that these two are set to headline one of the biggest shows of the year, SummerSlam, and that's because they are 2 absolute Goliaths crossing paths. They've not actually had an official one-on-one match to my... Oh, they have now. They had one on Raw, and Batista won. Never mind, I'll take that sentence back. Batista just launched across the ring.
There's going to be a lot of offense in this match.
And there goes Sheamus.
The multi-time world champion Batista.
Listen to all these fans chanting, "Let's go Sheamus."
Loves to utilize an explosive, relentless offense.
TV is about to turn off automatically. Please select OK to keep your TV turned on. Time left 54 seconds and counting. There you go. You guys couldn't see that, but there you go.
And he powers out. A powerful belly-to-belly suplex.
Sheamus is really in control. I mean, him and Batista, they both got a lot to achieve here. They got to show that neither of them are going to be walking in with a disadvantage. Whoever loses this match, you know, with the Batista's case, he becomes 10-3. In Sheamus's case, he becomes 12-3. They have that third loss that neither of them have. But as I was saying before, neither of them have actually suffered a second loss, thinking on it. I don't know about that first loss. I know Sheamus took a pin. I can't remember when Batista's other loss was. But one of Batista's losses was the championship scramble match at SummerSlam. And he was never pinned or submitted in that scramble. He just didn't get the win. One of Sheamus's losses was the tag team title match last week, which he did not get pinned or submitted. It was Drew McIntyre that took the fall. Drew McIntyre right now, unfortunately, he's being put on the spot as the weak link. If you want to ask me about who a weak link is in the United Kingdom, look no further than William Regal. I respect that they wanted to bring him in. He's a ring general. He's a great legend in the business. But he has not achieved all that much. Here we go. This is it. No, it's not. He did that move.
Big move coming. Just riding in agony. And he gets the tag. Little wasted movement.
Kane quickly going back into control. He wants to show that he can go toe-to-toe with the World Heavyweight Champion. I mean, I think it's going to be everyone's goal when Sheamus is... Oh, no. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Sheamus. That's not smart at all. Why did you take him all the way over there? Oh, okay. Kane able to kick out. I mean, to be fair, he's not taking a lot of damage. The bro kick might be a big move, but when you haven't taken a lot of damage, you can kick out of damn near anything. You know, unless it's... Actually, I don't know where I'm going with that. Kane is in a very bad spot right now. A very, very bad spot. He needs to prove that he can take this match back. Because right now, I'm just not oh, no. High cross. Whew. If he can't get the tag out, he's finished. I mean, if his partners don't come to save him as well. Oh, there's Batista, thankfully. And now we've got anarchy on our hands. Now we've got chaos. Now we've got a six-man situation. All people in the ring. All people trying to fight. I mean, except for Drew McIntyre. He's decided to be a good boy. Legal men still Sheamus and Kane, despite what you are seeing right now. It makes a lot of sense that it would be going down this way, though. Batista and Sheamus, they've taken their fight to the outside. Oh man, that's going to definitely eliminate Batista if this carries on. Sheamus knows exactly what he's doing, and there's Kane. Quick to turn things around if he needs to. Now finally Kane managing to get back in this, and here comes CM Punk, full of momentum, full of beans. I don't know why beans, but he's full of them. Sheamus! I mean, this, oh. Well, I think Batista's intentions were good. Punk gonna try again. Maybe this time they won't knock him off his shoulders. There you go. He's got Sheamus pinned. Oh, he kicked out all on his own, though. That's not really a surprise, is it? Batista really trying everything he can to protect his tag team partners. But the big man is in the match right now. And when Sheamus gets in, all hell breaks loose. Batista and Sheamus, they just keep going at it. That is not your current opponent, Sheamus.
Yeah, the only thing more dangerous than his in-ring ability is that sick and twisted mind of his. And he makes the tag.
Once again, tagging in his faithful companion, Drew McIntyre. William Regal, he gets his moments, but not too many, evidently. I mean, oh, okay, there you go. There's one of those moments I was talking about. He's what they call the hope spot.
And he finally gets out of the ring. CM Punk, the first ever straight edge heavyweight champion.
And that's an accolade he'll enjoy reminding you of any chance he gets.
Well, this is bad news for Regal. Oh, I mean, he's obviously very slippery. He's a slippery devil.
And the ref sees the tag.
Very odd that both teams seem to be trying to keep Sheamus and Batista apart. Maybe they don't want to risk a disqualification or anything like that from things getting a little too physical. Let's not forget Sheamus became World Heavyweight Champion through a Money in the Bank cash-in. He's not got to his name a victory over Batista in the history books, despite Batista being a former champion. It was Jack Swagger that beat Batista and then was cashed in on by Sheamus. This could be big. That was pretty nice. He's got the pin. And Sheamus, very quick to be in the ring. And now there's just bodies. Drew McIntyre looking desperate. That's definitely the guy you want to get in. Absolutely. Punk's hurt. Punk's not looking to be in too good a shape right now. What a 6-man tag team main event we have got. This is big. Very big. Long match equals good is what I hear. Okay. The constant tagging in and tagging out of these two is a little bit odd.
Hooks the leg.
Probably should have saved that. Too late.
The referee getting involved now.
Batista trying to create an opening. More like an opening.
And there's the belly-to-belly suplex. We got a tag.
That's a very close opportunity for a tag for Punk there, but admittedly Regal got in just in the nick of time.
Refusing to give in there.
And with everybody off the apron, Punk's got to carry on just for now.
Takes him down.
It's his goal to wear out William Regal in this match. And I think he's done it. Regal is successfully holding that head of his into the corner of his own tag team. Oh, never mind.
Hey, Regal sneak connects. They could be out. He makes the tag.
Kane's in now. Nice double team there. Batista's in now. Oh boy. Oh boy. This one's over. I'm telling you now, this one's over. Batista laying waste to William Regal. Drew McIntyre, Sheamus nowhere in sight, and the United Kingdom take a hard loss at the hands of Batista. Once again showing he's got Sheamus's number. Everyone's got their kryptonite. Everyone's got that one thing that they just can't quite overcome. And for Sheamus right now, I think that's him right there. It's Batista. This is going to spell trouble come Night of Champions. The United Kingdom, they were starting off so strong. They've already lost the World Tag Team Championship, so I'd hate to see them lose the World Heavyweight Championship too with what they've got in mind. But at the same time, Batista is well deserving of a World Tag Team title. What the? No! What? You just won the tag titles! I have absolutely no idea why Kane just attacked his own tag team championship partner. I know that he's not entirely mentally stable. We know this. He got a little deranged and he set Punk on fire one time, but we thought we'd gotten past this. But I guess not. This is not good. Well, they've still got to defend those tag team titles in a week's time at Night of Champions next Sunday. But for now, Kane has laid out his own partner right after they won the tag team titles. This is not a good sign.